And that's a funny thing about it too. If it's truly your passion, it's going to manifest one way or another. Yeah, you can suppress it all you want, but it's not going to go away. And quite frankly, if you don't acknowledge it and give it the attention that it needs, it'll make you crazy. I think it'll make you so depressed, and so frustrated.
So you've been eating a lot of brisket.
Yes.
In Texas.
Yeah.
And everywhere else.
Over the years. Well, he said yes, and I'd only cooked in my backyard for like 10 people, 12 people maybe.
Up to that point.
Yeah, and it wasn't always good, by the way. And
well, like we said, failure, right? You got to learn some lessons.
450 people RSVP for this, and we didn't have the equipment, we didn't have the know-how, the storage, we didn't know how to get that much food, and literally it was amazing to sit back and watch. Okay, but in those 10 days, the community, everyone came together, and I swear I say it's by the grace of God that we fed all those people. We raised all this money for this beautiful little girl, and nobody got sick in the process.
Right.
But the important thing was it woke up my passion that I had forgotten about. And it was that night afterward, I was dead. I was so tired.
Yeah.
And Monica says, "How do you feel?" I said, "Alive. I feel amazing." And I said, "I want to do this." And she says, "What do you mean you want to do this?" I said, "I don't know what this is, but I want to do it." And that was the start of our barbecue ministry. And from that point forward, for the next 4 years, anytime schools or kids or churches called up and wanted a donation, I would offer to bring the smoker out and cook for them on the weekends.
And do the donation.
Yeah, and we never did it commercially. It was just always our heart.
An act of service.
Yeah, and loved it. Matter of fact, when I did retire, people think, "Oh, you just retired. You had this great plan if you're going to open the smokehouse." Baloney. It was 2 years went by before I opened the smokehouse, and that's when I was running the ministry.
Okay.
And
so this call happened right before you left your company?
It was the impetus to leaving, and the reason why? Because what started happening, when I would cook on the weekends, I became a different person than I was Monday through Friday at work.
Did it take cooking on the weekends to realize you were unhappy?
Yeah, probably lent to it for sure. Each time I did it, I know how thrilled and excited I was here, which just made coming back here even harder and harder. And then it was a realization. I always say to people, there's 3 things you get out of a career. Okay, the reason that you're going to work every day, you're learning something. You're working toward, you're progressing, you're doing something that you believe in, you're passionate about, you're excited about, or you're doing it and you're getting paid. You're making a living. And when you're in a season, you have all 3, it's a great blessing. But when you're doing it just for the 3rd one only, if the reason you're spending 70% of your time away from your home and your family is simply because of money, and you're not learning and you're not being filled passionately, it's an extremely long day.
Yes.
And that disparity became so clear to me of who I was on the weekends and who I was during the week. I couldn't do it anymore.